Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another board game unboxing. We haven't done one in a while, although we still have plenty of board games to unbox. We've just been busy with our Twitch, uploading videos on Twitch and stuff to YouTube, so we've been concentrating on getting our Twitch videos going and a following going on that. But anyway, this is a game called Century Spice Road, and it's part of a trilogy of Century's games. Century of New World is the last one, and the middle one is got some kind of Asian theme. I always forget the middle of that one, the name of that one. But anyway, it's part of a trilogy, which you can play all three games or any combination of those three games, any two of those three games at once, or obviously just play them solo. But this was the first one, probably the simplest one of the three, but simple does not mean bad in any way. It's still got a lot of strategy to it, and card drafting and resource upgrading, that kind of stuff, but a very engaging game, which we've been playing a lot of on Board Game Arena. But anyway, without further ado, now it's getting close to April vacation. Well, starting next week, we'll be off, and we'll be playing a lot of board games, a lot more than we usually do anyway. And yeah, this is one of the games that we want to start playing and introducing. This is a good introductory game to people who are getting into the hobby for the first time, into modern board games. But also, it's got enough for veterans of the hobby to be very engaging game. But anyway, without further ado, let's check and see what's inside the box. So, it's by Emerson Matsushi and Plan B Games, and as you can see, it's a $40 price tag. We actually got this at our local game store, which unfortunately just recently closed, and the game store was so close to this room right here that we could actually lean out the window and throw a rock and probably hit it, if not come very close to it, right across the street from our parking lot here in the back of studio, whatever you want to call this. But anyway, we're going to get this studio going again, and we're going to be moving our stuff in here and getting our board games back in here in the next couple of weeks, and filling out the studio once again, getting it back. New owners, the building, and new owners is better for us. But anyway, without further ado, let's open it up and see what's inside the box. We did not bring our scissors, but that's okay. We should still be all right. So let's take a look at the back here. So it's a card drafting game. A card management game, I guess you could say. All right. So it says, let's read the back of it. Discover the beauties of Spice Trading Road and its collaborative markets with the amazing artwork by internationally renowned artist Fernanda Suarez. Wrap your mind around the simple and pure game mechanics combined with a touch of deck building system that will lead to endless strategies and decisions. Century Spice Road is truly an outstanding game, one you will play over and over again. Well, hopefully. No, we will. It's definitely a good game. Alright, so Century Spice Road. There we go. Let's see what's inside the box. And it does come with some cool components in here. So this is basically a game setup card. Quick play setup. Setting up your market and the contracts you're going to fulfill. And then here are the different kinds of card upgrade cards, acquiring different actions you take, and game end. So this is all the instructions right here, just on this one convenient paper, not paper, but kind of like light cardboard type, as you can hear there. But that's it. It's a very simple game to learn, and it does come with 4 of these little plastic bowls here, which you're going to put the 4 different resources in. Fit nicely inside the box, as you can see right here. And then you have your components here. Basically your spices. You have 4 different levels of spices, and not too many of them, but some metal coins, which will go on a couple of the contracts, and you'll get these if you're able to fulfill those contracts. So let's take them out of the, just to show you what they're like. Kind of like nickels, about the size of nickels. Looks like maybe the islands or something like that. But decent quality. Not super good, but not super bad either, but you know, decent weight to them. So there's probably 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep, 10 coins. And those are the silver ones, and then there's 10 of the gold ones. So the gold ones will go on one of the cards in the market. As you can see right here in the market setup, the C and D up there. The gold will go on the top. And C is, so it's a pile of gold tokens equal to the number of players times 2. So if there's 2-player game, 4, 5-player game, obviously 10. And then D, the same thing with the silver coins on the next level. And these right here, basically the same thing except gold. All right, here you go. And then your cards, which is a nice, I thought they were missing a couple of the spices, so these are the red ones. And then these are the yellow ones. I believe yellow is the lowest, and then I think it goes, could be wrong on this, but I think it's yellow, green, red, is it? Let's see here. No, yellow, red, green, and then brown. Yellow, red, green, and then brown. You just put your cups out in that order. And then here are your contracts on these cards here. So a nice meaty stack of these. And obviously we want to be sleeving these, which we can get some special sleeves. So we'll have to see what kind of quality they are. Well, pretty good quality. I don't think it's, it might be linen finish. It kind of feels like it might be. But you get one set of these cards, and then you get one set of the these cards here, and then your player cards right here. These are your player boards. And they're not really boards, but these are where you put your up to 10 resources on. So you got your 4 different players here, or 5 different players, sorry. So these are them right here. And you can only hold up to 10 resources at one time. If you get more, you have to discard down to them through your conversions. So basically, these are your contracts right here. And they're worth a certain number of points, but you need these colored cubes to fulfill them. So you get a whole bunch of these, 13, 15, 11, 5, 7, 6, 16, so that one's a harder one. It's got 4 brown. So different combinations of cards here. So these are all the contracts. And these are worth victory points at the end of the game. So nothing too special about that. And then these are the cards you're going to be acquiring. So I think everybody starts off with the yellow. These are your starting cards right here. I think everybody starts off with a, so if you play this card, you get 2 yellow cubes. If you play this card, you're able to upgrade any 2 cubes into any 2 other cubes to the next level, or 1 cube twice, so you can go up 2 levels with 1 cube. So that you start off with 1 of these and 1 of these, so these will be your starting cards. And then there's a market to acquire the cards, so these will be, conversions right here. So you can convert, you have to have these up top in order to do this. So you convert 2 yellow cubes into the next level of 2 red cubes. And then you can do this up to as many times, like say if you had 4 yellow cubes, you could do this twice if you had 4 yellow cubes. So this is 2 yellow into a green, 3 yellow into a brown, and so forth. And 3 yellow into this. And there are some in here which are going to be just acquire the resources, a few of them. Somewhere down here. These are all conversions. So this one converts a green into low level resources. This is 2 green into 2 higher level resources. And I think there should be some, Yes, these are three. Acquire 3 yellow, acquire 4 yellow, acquire a red and a yellow, acquire 2 red. It doesn't require you to play anything as soon as you play these. So basically what you do is you exhaust the cards as soon as you play them, and then once you run out of cards or don't have any more conversions to do, you can take back your hand for a turn and then start over again. So you don't officially exhaust the card, you just do it for like one. There's only one of these. This is probably one of the best cards in there. Converts any 3 dual resource conversion 3 times. So you can do 1 3 times, you can do 2 resources 1 twice and 1 once, so you can do 3 different resources 1 time each. And that's pretty much it. So there's a set amount of points you need to get at the end of the game, and you acquire these cards by taking them from the market. So the leftmost card will be free to take. The second one, you have to spend a resource, so you have to get rid of one of the resources that you have on your player board in order to get the next one. And that resource will, like, say if you had these 2 cards right here, and you wanted to get this one, you put a resource on this. So whoever took this next time would get that resource also in addition to the card. So it's kind of an incentive to buy the cards that are to the left first, and then the further you go to the right, more resources it'll cost you. So if you're afraid that somebody else might take it, you might want to spend some of your resources. And that's pretty much it. That is Century Spice Road, a pretty easy, not easy, but pretty basic, but satisfying game. Again, it's the most victory points at the end wins, and good strategy. Different amount of player counts you can have. You got to watch what people are taking and what they might want, and try to beat them to the punch. A little bit of take that in the game too, to fill contracts first and get the coins. So the ones with the coins are kind of a bonus for filling those contracts. But that's it. That's Century Spice Road by Plan B Games, designed by Emerson Matsuchi. And again, it's part of a trilogy. Decent quality. Again, not the highest quality components, but decent quality. But a solid game. And we definitely look forward to probably getting the other 2. At least we're probably going to at least get the Century A New World, which is more like a work replacement game. So they have slightly different mechanics in each of the 3 games. But Century Spice Road and the mechanic one and the A New World are the 2 that most interest us. The other one is kind of like an island hopping type game, I guess you could say. But you put workers down and you get a little bit area control maybe, and but it combines different components when you combine the different games together. So that's it. So take care, God bless, happy Easter all, and please remember that Jesus is the reason for Easter, not the bunny, obviously. So this is Good Friday today, so for those of you who are celebrating Good Friday, we'll be celebrating tonight at church. This is the day that Jesus died, and on the 3rd day he rose again, and that's the most important day in a believer's life. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next unboxing video. Bye-bye now.